sit down. What's wrong with you people?
Today, it's the worst wellness retreat ever for the OC Housewives. Two-time Soul survivor Sandra Diaz-Twine gets us pumped for Island of the Idols.
It's about time the queen teaches others some of her tricks.
And we are wilding out with the Masked Singer's Nick Cannon.
I am so excited about this.
This is your reality check.
You're gonna do it now, and do it with Sandra.
Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to your Wednesday. I am your host, Lyndsey Rodrigues, and of course you are watching Reality Check. Now joining me today to kick things off is writer and reporter for People.com and BFF to the show, Dave Quinn.
Hi.
Hi, honey.
It's so good to see you.
It's so good to see you too. Everything
what
good?
Is it, Wednesday?
It is Wednesday. Hump day, as they call it.
Yes.
Everything good in your world?
Everything is going really well. I am so excited to be here, though.
Good. Are you excited to break into our top 5?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it now. At number 5, they say blondes have all the fun. I mean, I'm a brunette, so I beg to differ. Mila Kunis was photographed out with a colorful new do. Just days ago, she was spotted on a date night with her husband and former Punk'd host Ashton Kutcher, with her natural color still intact. The star's new turquoise and blonde locks comes just as Demi Moore has continued to make headlines for her memoir. It's called Inside Out and details her relationship with Ashton Kutcher in great detail, I might add. Now, you broke the story about Mila's hair and their date night.
It's amazing.
Yeah, but what else can you tell us about what's going on in the world of Ashton, Demi, and Mila?
Well, it's crazy because Demi has just been revealing everything about her relationship with Ashton Kutcher, including allegations that he cheated, that he proposed threesomes into their marriage, and that was kind of one of the reasons why they kind of fell out. Ashton has not publicly commented on the things that Demi has said, but he did tweet out something that was kind of a little vague, where he basically said, I was going to say something negative, but life's great, I'm going to hold back. And it seems like, you know, they're handling everything in stride. I think what's great about Demi and her book is that she's being very honest and not placing any blame. She's talked openly about the fact that she is the one who made those choices, and they were just the wrong choices for her, and she kind of lost herself in the relationship. Really brave stuff.
Yeah. Oh, God, I can't wait to read this book.
It's so good.
When is it coming out?
Good. It's out right now.
It's out right now. All right, bye. At number 4, Lana Del Rey appears to have a new man in her life. On Monday, the singer was spotted out and about with live PD star and real-life cop Sean Styx Larkin. The pair took a stroll in New York City's Central Park, looking very happy at the start of the week. Now, Sergeant Larkin is an analyst on the A&E documentary series, which follows police officers in the course of their patrols, aka the line of duty. Now, let's get real. There's something happening with celebrities and cops. Miranda Lambert married one of New York's finest not that long ago, and now Lana Del Rey has a hot cop of her own. What is it about men in uniform?
I mean, who doesn't love a man in uniform? They're pretty sexy. And this guy is real hot.
The tattoos,
he is
the
super
silver
hot.
fox situation.
And it was great because his daughter tweeted something about like, oh, I always wanted to meet Lana Del Rey, and like, of course, my dad gets a photo with him and I can't get a call back, sort of thing.
Right.
I think it's amazing. And he is really great. I would love to see them together. I think they're a hot couple.
I think so too. Well, yeah, let's pray for that one. At number 3, One Direction's Louis Tomlinson is getting candid about losing both his mum and his sister within the space of just 2 years. In an interview with The Guardian, the reality star spoke about the dark times in his life, saying, I had the luxury of being able to see the glass half full no matter what. He went on to say that fans have been an important support system as he mourns. Dave, what do you make of this? I mean, when you have so many people watching your every move, like Louis does, I feel like that can go one of 2 ways, but it seems like his fans have really stepped up to the plate and helped him through the hardest times of his life.
Well, the One Directioners are a very strong fan base, and they really always support all of these guys in whatever's going on in their lives. I think with Louis, you know, when you're being so open about the stuff that you're really struggling with, it only helps everybody around you to recognize that life isn't just perfect all the time. And I think he's handled this with grace. He's really held the memory of his lost loved ones in the right sort of candor, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he channels that pain into music.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the meantime, of course, we wish him nothing but the best, because that is a lot to go through in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, it's hard.
At number 2, Hot Sauce has got Ashton Kutcher talking. Yep, more Ashton news. The former Punk'd host appeared on First We Feast show Hot Ones. And while he was chowing down on some spicy wings, the actor revealed that he was fired from the 2005 Kirsten Dunst film Elizabethtown. He was actually replaced by Orlando Bloom and said at a certain point, we just agreed that it wasn't working out. What do you think of this? Do you think Orlando was a good choice?
I think Orlando was great for that film, but I would have loved to see Ashton in it too. First of all, let's just talk about this show though, because I would never be able to go on it eating all those hot wings.
Me either.
And no wonder you reveal things like that.
It's like truth serum.
Yeah, you're just like, I'll tell you anything.
Yeah.
I love that film. I think Orlando was great in it. Ashton seems to be doing well for himself. I always love it when stars tell me about shows or projects that they were fired from or didn't get cast in. It's kind of fun to fantasize what they would have been like.
Yeah, it's like, so with Friends, the role of Chandler was originally offered to, who was the guy that played the jazz musician that Carrie dated on Sex and the City? He's also in Unreal. Craig Bierko.
Oh, yes.
He was offered the role of Chandler and he turned it down.
Oh my God, that's right. I remember hearing that.
Imagine being that guy.
He would have been a terrible choice for that role. I love Craig Bierko, but I can't imagine him in that role at all.
Matthew Perry for life.
I know, he made it perfect.
And at number 1, John Legend's trailer talk is back as the cast of The Voice begins the show's upcoming season. The musician brought out all of his fellow coaches, including Blake Shelton, and welcomed Gwen Stefani back to the set. Now, as Gwen and Blake's 4-year anniversary approaches, John asked if there were any wedding bells in the near future. Naughty, naughty, you should never ask that question, should you? The couple did not answer, which led to him making a few jokes about a possible engagement on the show. What do you reckon, Dave? Do you think an engagement could be in the cards for these two?
100%. They are so in love. And it's like they're the weirdest pair. I never would have imagined the two of them together. But now that they're together, I can't imagine them apart. They really, really care about one another. They're both from these different worlds. Recently, Blake Shelton said that he had no idea what Hollerback Girl was before he met her. Gwen had said she didn't even know who he was before she met him. So they really found this bond together. And I would love to see it. Look, the first season of The Voice, she had just come back from having a baby. The second season she did The Voice, she was in the midst of this breakup. Third season now, it's like this romance. Engagement is perfect for it. The Voice seems to chronicle every single major milestone
that's very
in her life,
true.
so.
The only thing is, her wedding dress to Gavin Rossdale was so beautiful with like the ombre pink. Like she can never do better than that.
She never could. But
So,
I am a
City Hall
Gwen
wedding.
Stefani stan for life. I will always.
I mean, I'm trying to channel her today.
Yeah, you're doing a little lamb in that outfit, a little Love Angel music baby.
All right, well, why don't we talk about Real Housewives of Orange County? Because last night was crazy, all right? So last week we ended on a cliffhanger because Shannon had to go to the ER after Kelly hit her on the head with a mallet during a meditation session.
Casual.
As you do. And so last night Shannon was on the way back to the retreat when she got a phone call from Kelly that was really not sympathetic at all. Take a look.
And they said that she probably has a mild concussion.
I foreshadowed this. I foreshadowed this.
Kelly,
you guys, you're a f***ing idiot.
Did they do a CAT scan on you?
They did.
What happened? They noticed you had a loose screw in your f***ing head?
I'm gonna stop.
Wow.
Talk about an apology, not. I mean, back at the ranch, literally, Kelly continued to unravel, this time setting off Gina. Let's have a look at that.
Do you want to hit you on the head? I'll hit you on the head. That was hit her.
Don't f***ing touch me.
That
Now
was
I'm
hit-
f***ing
that was-
pissed.
that
Don't
was
do
hit
that.
on
No, you know what? Now I'm
That's
f***ing
a
out.
hit on
Don't f***ing don't f***ing do that because I already have
That's a hit on the head.
court case right now. And that was bad.
Dave, talk to me about this.
I mean, it was one thing after the next. All hell broke loose out in that retreat. I have to say, you know, Kelly is somebody who constantly goes through this cycle of raging and regretting, right? She says and does terrible things, and then she immediately, you know, thinks about it, comes down and apologizes. And Bronwyn really pointed out last night that that all comes from a place of insecurity.
Okay.
That she kind of goes into fight mode and gets really negative because she feels insecure. And she had mentioned that she doesn't really know where she stands with Shannon. She doesn't really know where she stands with Tamara. So I think that's where all this is coming. Vicky was on the trip. She was anxious about it. She made some wrong choices for sure. I'm disappointed that she didn't get right there and apologize. And certainly hitting your cast members, even if you're just joking around, is not funny.
No, I know. And also, like with Gina, she's been through so much recently.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like she's a ticking time bomb anyway. So of all the people you want to hit, like, do not hit Gina right
lost
now.
it. Yeah, Gina was real upset.
As I would too.
She was like, I can't go back to jail. I was like, oh.
I
It was
mean,
bad.
it's already such a juicy season, and we're only,
know.
what, like 5, 6 episodes in?
I have honestly never seen an episode like The Housewives like that, though.
Yeah.
Every ounce of it. I think when we recapped it at People, I had to write like a 20 or 2,000 word article because
Wow.
there were so many different fights. There was like Emily fighting with Gina, and Gina fighting with Kelly, and Kelly fighting with Vicky, and it was like every scene had a different.
You need the board with like the red string.
That's exactly what it looked like.
Right?
Exactly what it looked like.
All right, we are going to take a very quick break, but up next, Dave and I are going to have 2-time Soul survivor Sandra Diaz-Twine via Skype, and she's going to be giving us all the scoop on the new season. So don't go anywhere. We will see you soon.
I'm coming back because it's about time the queen teaches others some of her tricks.
Welcome back to Reality Shack. On the line now, we have 2-time Survivor winner Sandra Diaz-Twine. Welcome.
Hey.
For having me and for inviting me. Today is a very special day. I've been anticipating this premiere.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dave has been anticipating this premiere as well. He's your biggest fan.
I am so excited. I love you so much, Sandra. You are the queen. You're the queen.
She is the queen.
So when I come to New York, that means we'll have a bite to eat together?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Please, please, please.
Sandra, I think you just made Dave's entire year.
Dead.
Well, look, you have been the sole survivor twice, and now you're back as a mentor for season 39, Island of the Idol. So why don't we take a look at this preview? It's very exciting.
It's a survivor boot camp run by 2 masters of the game.
We understand every component of this game.
Every player who visits will be instructed in a different facet of Survivor.
You came to win, right?
All right, let's get to work.
All right, so you and Boston Rob are back as mentors, which begs the question, who is the better player out of the 2 of you?
Well, I would say I'm a good player. I'm a great player because I've won twice. I won my first 2 initial times playing around, but I have to be honest and say that Rob was a mentor to me as well out there on the island. So I was paying attention to what he was doing because I believe he is one of the greatest players ever.
Wow, that's a huge compliment to give to someone. I mean, what will you be mentoring the contestants about? And what can you teach them that Rob can't?
Well, we basically go in there together. So we always approach the situation together, and we pretty much teach them everything. And it all starts with them speaking to us and us getting to know them better in their survivor journey and what they're going through in the game. And so as they make it further on in the game and they come to see us, there's more to talk about, because then we get into how they're feeling back at camp. Are they getting along with everyone? Who are their allies? What their strategy is if they've been facing any kind of obstacles. So it just happens naturally. We just start talking to them, and then it just goes from there, because there's not any situation that anybody has been going through that we haven't encountered ourselves. So it's kind of easy to talk to them and just mentor them in that aspect.
So as you said, you're giving each player a different piece of advice depending on where they are in the game. Is there one tip that kind of universally applies to everyone?
For me, it's always been pay attention to detail and go with your gut. I mean, if it doesn't feel right, then it's not right. And a lot of times in the game too, you're doing what other people want, what your allies want, but is it right for your game? So that's something that we try to also let them know. Hey, remember, every situation has a consequence, and everything you do, you have to make sure that it benefits your game. Not only the person that wants you to do a specific thing, but it has to be good for your game, or it's not going to be good at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, after 39 seasons of this show, as you said, I mean, you know everything there is to know about the competition. So most consistently, what is the biggest mistake or the most common mistake that you see players make when trying to play the game?
Trusting. And the thing about that is you can't help but to trust someone else, because you cannot play Survivor alone. But it's just trusting the wrong people, or not reading the signs, or sometimes it's just luck. I mean, there's so many things that affect people in different ways each episode. So no one person, everyone won't fall into the same category, but it's just opening their eyes to what's going on around them. That's the main thing, paying attention to detail.
And I can also, like, I can't imagine psychologically what that must do to you to be like, I have to trust this person, but ultimately only one of us can win. And so, like, you already feel like you're sort of causing a bit of betrayal before you've even crossed the finish line.
And that was a good thing about me and Rob being out there, because a lot of times you can't really reveal everything to your closest ally, because at the end of the day, you're both playing for the $1 million. But we let them know, hey, whatever you say here stays here, and we're here for you. We didn't talk about anybody else or anything anyone else discussed with us or who had previously been there. We never acknowledged anything, even if they wanted to. Like if they said, such and such was here, I know they were here, and we don't acknowledge anything, but we told them, here you can speak in confidence, and we're going to help you as best we can once we know your situation. So pretty much it was like someone that you can honestly trust and talk to about the game that would not affect your game.
Sandra, what were your living conditions like this time around? Because usually we see you building a shelter and, you know, sleeping on the sand. Are you like living in luxury this time around in the hotel back with Probst and the crew?
No, we actually walked the walk and talked the talk. So we went to this island. The good thing about this island was that it had been inhabited by a tribe 3 to 4 years back, and they had lived there forever. And they moved to the island in front of us. So we would watch them, you know, their boats come back and forth and fishing and everything. But this island had everything from coconuts to papayas to almond trees to the weed tree. I mean, we had pineapples. Then we had chickens that laid eggs. And so we virtually had everything on this island because people used to live there. And I'm sure once we weren't there, they would come back and forth to grab whatever they needed. But, you know, there was a lot of food on this island, so we were okay.
Now, you won twice before. Obviously, you came back and for a third time and you lost. Do you regret coming back that third time, now looking back on it and kind of ruining your perfect record?
No, never. Never. Because at the end of the day, I wanted to just play as long as I could. I knew there was no way that I was going to win a third time, but I had a chance to go far. And that's what I wanted to prove to everyone, that I knew I had a target. I knew I had the biggest target, yet I was willing to go in and try to do the best I could with the situation that was handed to me. So, and in Game Changers, it was just a tribe swap that really royally screwed me, because I don't think I was going to go home just yet. So at the end of the day, I still won my first 2 initial times playing, and that's nothing anyone can take from me. Like, the proof is in the pudding.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
would you play
it doesn't
for
matter how many times I play. I don't feel like it hinders me in any way.
So you would play for a 4th time then?
Oh, I would play anytime Jeff called me.
Jeff, give her a call.
Yes,
come on.
Come back.
Now look, before we go, we have to ask the question, does the queen stay queen?
The queen will always stay queen. And I was talking to someone the other day, and I was like, look, I won my second time almost 10 years ago, and no one has matched my record yet. So that in itself means that I stay queen forever.
Well, all hail the queen. Sandra, thank you so much for joining Dave and I today. As I said, I think you've made Dave's entire year.
I'm freaking out. You're the best.
You were the cutest, Dave.
Take care. Thank you.
And I hope I get to be a fly on the wall for that lunch that you guys have next time you're in New York,
We're
Sandra.
not eating rice, I can tell you that much.
No rice. All right, well, make sure you check out the season premiere of Island of the Idols tonight on CBS at 8 p.m. Eastern. Sandra, good luck with the season. Dave, thank you so much for interviewing Sandra with me. I know that was
a dream come true.
Yeah, that was a lot of
letting me stick
fun.
around.
You ask good questions. I love working with you. Next up, Nick Cannon is joining me to talk all about the new season of The Masked Singer, and he's going to make a very special announcement. Stay tuned.
This means yes in ladybug language, okay?
But this means you crazy.
Yes.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. On the couch with me now is the one and only Mr. Nick Cannon. Nick, thank you so much for coming in today, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
It is great to see you. I mean, I haven't seen you in about a decade.
We catching up. This is
so,
good.
yeah.
Sharing tattoos and
yes. Well, we have
sharing
matching.
old stories.
This is a cool little thing. I don't know how to look. We have.
See,
We
don't even have to get married.
Tattoos.
We could just share our matching tattoos.
Wait, did you just ask me to marry you?
I made that maybe. That might
I thought you said that you would never get married again.
I'm not. That was if I were to do it though, you'd be at the top of the list.
Well, thank you. Now, look, before we get into The Masked Singer, which does premiere tonight, you were on the Wendy Williams show this morning,
Yes.
and you made quite the announcement. Let's check that out.
I can say it now? Yes. Well, you guys know that I had the amazing opportunity to fill in for Wendy. She let me come here and be with you all, and I fell in love with it so much that now
Talk show.
I got my own talk show.
This is so
I wish I would have changed my
exciting.
outfit a little.
That's
I just came from over there.
That's okay. We know what press days are like. They're
Yeah.
crazy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is amazing. Tell us
Yeah.
all about this new venture and what your talk show is going to look like. What's your vision?
It's so exciting. This is something obviously I've always wanted to do. I was originally planning on launching a late night talk show.
Mm-hmm.
And so I still think I'll still have that vibe of that same energy of being a curator and a tastemaker, telling jokes, but not straying too far from daytime. So, you know, doing everything that we see the best do, from the Ellens to I used to love Rosie O'Donnell's show to what we see Wendy doing every day. So I think it's a little mixture of that, like being that I have a huge stand-up background, that I do morning radio, and then to be able to bring some fun to it and hopefully have an amazing audience like Wendy's audience.
Absolutely. And do you plan to get a little political, like Colbert and Trevor Noah, or just keep it light?
I talk a lot of crap anyway, so I'm just gonna be me. But I often feel like any social issues or anything in that nature. I mean, I'm an activist at heart. And,
exactly.
you know, I'm currently in school for sociology and criminology, so I have quite the opinion on getting my master's degree in psychology as we speak. So
I think that's amazing.
I think I'm gonna have some strong opinions.
Yes.
But, I might get a little Dr. Phil-ish every once in a while.
I think that we will be here for that. I hope that you do that. All right, why don't we talk about the return of The Masked Singer, because that premieres tonight on Fox at 8 p.m. 2-hour premiere, no less.
Yeah.
So what are you most looking forward to this season?
I'm looking forward to all of these amazing and crazy guesses that America is gonna jump in with.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea who these people were under these masks, and I think the level of talent is so amazing.
Yeah.
If you thought season 1 was good, when you see the level of talent, I just keep saying that, but it's some big stars under these costumes that you have to guess.
That's exciting. I mean, this show really has taken the world by storm, or America by storm. Like, are there any changes or surprises this season that we can look forward to, different from season 1?
Absolutely. They're battling this season.
Oh, okay. Tell me more.
You know, obviously there's an elimination, at least one elimination every show. But people were like, man, we didn't get to see enough of the people. We didn't see the characters interact. So we switched it up a little bit. So before you get eliminated, you got to fight or sing for your life.
Oh,
really.
that's
so
cool.
you'll get to see some battling.
Like the rap battles of old.
Exactly.
Right?
I brought a little wilding out to the stage. So
yes.
it's a lot of fun.
That's going to be great. From last season, which reveal was the most surprising to you?
To me, it was a toss-up between Rumor Willis and Antonio Brown.
And why
those
were
are
those?
two, because I had because I thought Antonio Brown was Odell Beckham.
Okay.
And then I thought Rumor Willis was either a Kardashian or a member of Destiny's Child, like Kelly Rowland.
Oh, wow.
So I was off on both of those. Well, I wasn't too far off,
Right.
but I wasn't spot on, and that was just really especially to Rumor, like it was a testament to her talent.
Yeah, I mean, if you thought she was,
I thought she was in
Kelly,
Destiny.
that's
I thought
amazing.
She was Kelly Rowland, yeah.
I mean, I guess she is the daughter of Demi and Bruce Willis, so I mean, talent's in the genetics, right?
Yeah, facts.
Now, if you could be a contestant on the show, what would you sing? More importantly, though, what would your costume be?
Yeah, I was thinking I want to do like some like old school hip hop, like I'd do like the Humpty dance.
Nice.
Whoop, there it is.
Whoop, there it is, tag team. Back again. Check it to record. Let's begin.
Party on, party people.
Let me hear some noise. DC's in the house. Jump, jump for joy. Yes.
And I don't know, I'll probably be something like a ottoman, or I'll be something so ridiculous. a couch pillow. That'd be my costume.
Oh, that would be very cool. Now, obviously, look, you have worked with some of the most famous people in the world. You were married to one of the most famous people in the world. But if there was someone that was going to leave you starstruck, if they were to be revealed on The Masked Singer, who would it be? And I guess I'll let you have a live or dead.
That's easy. Barack Obama.
Oh my God! Is that a possibility?
There's an eagle on this season that I'm not saying nothing, but he feels very presidential.
Okay.
In my opinion.
As long as he's not orange presidential, we're good. We're good.
That's the whole new, different kind of president.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, now I'm just like really hoping that Barack makes an appearance. So
that's my dream for this show.
Hell yeah. Well, if that happens, please get me tickets.
I got you.
Well, look, Nick, thank you so much for coming and hanging out today. It was so good to catch up with you. Congratulations on the new talk show. Does it have a name yet?
The Nick Cannon Show.
The Nick. I mean, what more do you need?
Exactly.
What more do you need? And of course, everyone, make sure you tune into Fox tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern for the 2-hour season premiere of The Masked Singer Season 2. Right now, it is time for our last break of the day, but we still have a reality history moment to round out your Wednesday, so stay with us, and we'll be right back. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. That is all we have time for today, unfortunately. But a big thank you to Dave Quinn, Sandra Diaz-Twine, and Nick Cannon for stopping by our set today. It was amazing having all of you here. Now, remember to follow @People on Twitter to watch the newest Reality Check episode streaming Monday through Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. To close out the show, here's a moment from the simpler times of reality TV. I am Lyndsey Rodrigues, and I will check you tomorrow. Bye.
Hi, what's up? Welcome to Science.
In this 2003 episode of The Simple Life, Paris and Nicole are working in Arkansas at a local Sonic drive-in.
What do we have to spell? Gonna say half-price burgers all day.
After a rough start, they're asked to change the marquee, but our dynamic duo have other ideas.
Oh my God! Get over here really quick and take that down.
As punishment, the fashionistas are forced to wear the most unflattering couture imaginable.
This is humiliating. I'm so hot. I'm so hot!
There's no question, Paris and Nicole's epic fast food fail is one of the great moments in reality history.
Thanks, bitch. Have a great day.